Hi guys, how are you today? I hope you're having a great day so far, and if you're not, I'm here to make it a little bit better, hopefully. For those of you who are new, my name is Eva, and for those of you who are coming back, as always, thank you so much for coming back, and welcome to another MLM shit show. I love saying that. Is it officially my new intro? I might be a little bit pale. This probably wasn't the best combination for filming in the dark. I got a little bit of free time tonight because the boyfriend's off playing soccer, and for those of you who are not from Ireland, that is football indeed. And yeah, I guess this is what I do in my free time now. Honestly, I kind of been really enjoying it, especially since I got my new friend, my new ring light and camera. So I hope you guys have been enjoying these videos as well. I recorded the Monday video today as well, and then I took off my makeup, and then I found out that he's going away again, so I made the effort, double effort today to put my makeup on again. I am no expert, but I'm trying my best here. Am I still Asian fishing? Who knows? Wait till I get some saint huns in my comments saying like, you don't know how to do your makeup. Take a look at the graph. If you've been enjoying my content for a while, please click that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot because the algorithm is crashing me again. I'm really happy because I can finally record in the dark as well, so I can literally just put it in my pockets of time. I sound like an MLM hun. Today, as you can probably see from the title, I don't know what I'm gonna title this video, but it is a Monat training that we're looking into, and my god, it was very interesting. As per usual, I'm gonna put a little disclaimer in here and let's just get into the video. So first of all, I want to read one of the comments that I got on one of my videos about Monat. I just wanted to include it in this video because I thought it was appropriate. I've used Monat before. It was in 2019 and I used it for 2 weeks. After I realized that it was stripping the hair off the back of my head, I stopped using it. The worst part, it's in my genetics that the back of my head would start thinning by the time I was 35 or 40. Well, Monat sped that up and it's been thinning since then. I was 22 when I first used the shampoo. If you're watching, I'm really sorry that this happened. But yeah, that's just shocking. And I do have an MLM fails coming up where the girl, the Monat hun, is claiming that Monat did just the opposite for her, that it made her hair grow back. She didn't lose her hair, but her hair was thinning. We're gonna analyze that photo because it looks very fake to me anyway. But yeah, this is the sad reality. And again, I'm so sorry, but the Huns be saying, oh, but it's detox. It's your scalp detox. There's no such thing as scalp detox. So first, before we get into the videos, I just wanted to read the reach out that she has. In the description of her video, of her training video, she has a how to reach out script. So helpful. So she says, hey, the name, but we know that they don't even bother to put each individual names in these messages, so they just put in, hey girl, hey hun, I don't need to tell you how crazy the world is right now. I needed something I could do to make money online, and I partnered with a vegan anti-aging hair care line. I have no idea if this is for you or not, but would you be open to taking a look at a short video that explains how it all works? If not, no big deal, I totally get it. So this is just your most generic cold message that you could ever get, because it doesn't require you to actually look at the person's profile. Well, apparently, yeah, for the name, but as I said, they never put the names in. They usually just put in girl, hun, whatever. Those cold messages are not getting you anywhere. But let's take a look at the videos.
A mom, I'm a wife, I'm a retired hairstylist. I got into Monat. I've been in the business for 5.5 years now. And I got into the business because I genuinely loved the products. I really did. I felt like I didn't have a whole lot of time. I was looking for ways to hustle and I was looking for ways to make extra money, but I really honestly felt like this wouldn't work for somebody like me. I'm very introverted. I don't like being center of attention. If I had my choice, I wouldn't even have social media profiles, to be honest. I'm very private, but if I can do this, you guys, I swear anybody can. So I got into this to make an extra $500 a month. That's all I wanted. And honestly, I thought it was going to be short term. I thought it was going to be like a quick cash grab, and that was about it. If you're looking at it like this, or like I did, you're so wrong. There's so much more that you're capable of that you don't even realize yet. So I just wanted $500 a month. that's where I started. I ended up joining with this girl that found me on Facebook. I had no idea who she was, but she had energy and she had drive, and she was like, I'm gonna make $1 million a month with this company. And I thought she was crazy, but I had never been around anybody in my life that was so driven, motivated, and I had the desire to be that. I just didn't know how, or how to harness it, or what vehicle to use. You know, I was looking for something. I had no idea that it was going to be this. So I actually ended up really liking her, and I wanted to help her grow her business. I said no to this for months because I felt like I didn't know enough people. I didn't want to be one of those girls. I was worried about what everybody thought about me. I had never done anything like this. I'm not good at sales, all that stuff. So I said no, out of fear and out of self-doubt, really. Like, I was lacking confidence. And then I ended up falling in love with the products, and I was like, okay, I love the products. Like, clearly you're making money. She finally told me how much money she was making. And I was like, if this girl who has no idea about hair, and all she has is drive, right? That's it. That's all she had. That was the only difference between her and I. All she has is drive. If she can make this successful, then so can I. So that's where I started. And my first month, I was making my salon rent in full. And then that's what it was for about the first 2 years. It was supplemental. I was making enough money to cover my salon rent, which was about $1,000 a month. I was living at my mom's house at the time. My husband was a special education teacher, and yeah, we were so broke and we were so busted. We had one car, and I was just looking to get ahead. That $1,000 a month was everything to my family. It let us make huge strides. And, you know, we were finally able to go from 1 month into the next month with money in our bank account. We had never done that before. We were usually borrowing money from our parents, and we were a mess. So yeah, that's where it started. And then the girl that brought me in, that messaged me on Facebook, her and I became like best friends. And she started to make a lot of money. And when I say her paychecks went from 5 figures or 4 figures a month to 5 figures a month, that's when I was like, I've got to get it together. I have to learn how to do this. I cannot be the broke best friend. I cannot like watch my best friend go on all these amazing trips and make this amazing money, and me just sit over here and watch it all. So I decided I was going to learn, and I was going to figure it out. And within 10 months of figuring it out, I made my first $1 million. I am part of the $1 Million Club. I hopefully soon, maybe in the next 1.5 to 2 years, I'll be 5 MDC. I am a Cadillac driver. I've gone on 20-something trips, earned tons of free product, and lots of recognition. I've spoken on stage in front of 8,000 people. I tell you all of this to say it's not how I got started. It's not why I got started. I didn't get started for any of that. I didn't know that I was capable of any of that. I had no idea that $1 million anything would be a part of my vocabulary. But if you stick around long enough and see what you're capable of and really truly apply yourself to this, there's no reason why you can't be where I am today. Absolutely. I'm a high school dropout. I'm a college dropout. I'm a recovering alcoholic addict. I burned so many bridges before this, and I had to start fresh slate. Like, I get it. I'm telling you, if I can do this, y'all can do this too. You just have to decide what that looks like for you. And you have to decide, I'm really going to apply myself to this. let go.
Well, all right. We got a classic top coach here, just kind of sharing her wonderful life and how rich she is and how much money she has in order to get everyone else to want to live the same life as her. And she's like, oh, but I'm not saying this because I'm bragging. Like, you know, I'm just saying this because this is not why I started. Again, making income claims like that. They didn't have any money as a family, whatever. And then she started off with earning $500 per month to 4 figures, whatever, and within a year she was in $1 million club. I don't know much about this woman, like when did she exactly join, but she probably joined at the very beginning. I keep looking at the clock, I don't know why. I'm used to being on my lunch break and recording on my lunch break, so I keep checking the time. She really hit a lot of keywords here. She said she was introverted, she didn't want to be on social media, she's shy. She even mentioned that she was an alcoholic, and it's like, what the hell does that have to do with you being in an MLM? Maybe she was trying to say, oh, I used to be an alcoholic, very low, right? Very low point of my life, but then I got up to being a millionaire. I guess that was it, but I just don't see. I mean, as someone who had issues with alcohol in the past, I wasn't a full-blown addict or anything, but I did have a little bit of an issue with drinking a little bit too much, a little bit too often, all by myself. Like, it's not funny, but I'm out of it now. I haven't had a drink in 2 years, more than 2 years. Oh yeah, it's been more than 2 years. Yay. But yeah, as someone who had that issue, I really don't see why would I use that in order to try and get someone to join my MLM, you know? But again, just making income claims. And the thing that she said, she doesn't want to be the broke best friend. And so who the hell thinks that way? I would never think that way. I would be happy if my bestie, well, my bestie probably has more money than me. Most certainly she has more money than me. I'm still recovering from not being employed for like a year and a half during the pandemic. I get it from one point, but I still think that it's very childish in my opinion. But anyway, this is just the beginning. Let's just move on.
Now, before you even jump into this, because people are going to talk trash. People love, it's crab in the pot syndrome, right? They see somebody else like trying to get out of this monotony, this rat race, and they try to pull you right back in. Don't listen. People are going to have things to say. You just have to brush it off. And you have to be willing to talk to people, and you have to be willing to put yourself out there. If you can do that, that's all you have to do. You can make some money. So
another good example of classic brainwashing. Oh, all of these anti-MLMers are gonna try to tell you that you're never gonna succeed in this business. Just brush them off. They're just haters. You're just trying to get out of your miserable 9-to-5 routine, trying to be more, have more money, whatever. I appreciate that. I'm all for side hustles. I mean, look at me. I think it's very good to have something on the side, either as a hobby that it's gonna eventually make you money, or some allowance even. Like, I didn't go into YouTube expecting that I'm gonna get super rich and super popular, and this is something that I enjoy. Yes, it would be nice to get some money eventually from it, but that wasn't why I started this channel, and that is not why I'm keeping up with this channel, obviously. She's also referring about family here, because often enough, like a spouse, parents, siblings, friends are gonna try to say, man, I think this is a pyramid scheme, you know, it doesn't look like a great idea to me, la la la. And then again, she's just training people, brainwashing people to just brush it off. I brushed it off and I'm a millionaire now, you can do it too. But in reality, we know that 99% of people fail, unfortunately. So let's just keep going.
How do you start acquiring customers, market partners, things like that? Number one, what I would do is I would sit down and I would make your list. Like notebook, old school. I kick it old school. I do everything pen and paper. My friends all know me. I have like notebooks upon notebooks. Write names down, 100 names, get them down on paper. Don't overthink it. And what I would do is I would maybe separate things into 2 columns. One column, these are people that would be perfect for the products. Who do you know that is struggling with thinning, breakage? They want better curl pattern. They need moisture, they need hydration, they're constantly dry, constantly frizzy. Who do you know that is always bitching and complaining about their hair? That is your first person that you want to talk to about the products. Hey, will you try these? We have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't love it, you can return it. So get names down on paper. One column is potential customer prospects. The other column would be, who do you want to work with? And be like, you know, get named everybody. Don't prejudge. I've prejudged and they've gone and signed up with other people later on. My clients, I'll be honest, it was one of my clients. I prejudged. I thought she would never do this. And she went and signed up with somebody else. And today she's $1 million earner, which means I missed out on all that commission. But I root her on along the way. So don't prejudge. It might, who knows what it could cost you. It cost me a lot. And I have a couple of those. I don't even want to think about it. So don't prejudge. Okay, and then you're going to start talking to and reaching out to the people that you know the most. Who are you most comfortable with? Don't, worry about like having scripts or having the perfect thing to say. If you are starting with the people that you know the best, then it's just a simple conversation. Like, hey, I jumped into this. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe share why you did it and why you want them to work with you. Hey, I jumped into this. I have been laid off. I'm tired of waiting for stimulus checks and somebody else to like bail me out. I decided to jump into this and make some extra money through social media. I know that you're in a similar situation as I am. Would you take a look at a video and see if this could be for you? It really doesn't have to be this structured. I mean, how do you recommend jeans to your friends? How do you ask your friends to go and try a yoga class with you? It's the same exact thing. Don't overcomplicate it. People tend to overcomplicate this and they overthink it. And it keeps them like frozen in analyzation, paralyzation is what we call it. So start reaching out. Closest first. Don't worry about a script. If you feel like, I could really kind of use some help, I got you. I have a little script, but I really encourage you guys to like tweak it, make it your own. People can tell. People can tell. Like if I were to show up as Whitney through text, people would know right away. They'd be like, oh, Whitney wrote that. So make sure that you are tweaking this and making it sound like yourself and dropping it in the chat. Now, with this reach out, hey, will you check out this business, see that if it's for you? There's also a video link. This link is how I explain the business. If somebody is like, yeah, sure, I'll take a look at it, then this is the link that I send. So let me just kind of like paraphrase what this says. When I'm reaching out to people to ask them if they would consider doing this with me, hey, I don't know. I don't need to tell you that the world is a little bit crazy right now. I needed something that I could do to make extra money online. I partnered with an anti-aging vegan hair care line. I have no idea if this is for you or not, but would you be open to taking a look at a short video that explains how it all works? If not, no big deal. I totally get it. And then if they say yes, that's the link that I send. So what I would do is I would just copy and paste this and put it into your notes section. Everything that I'm dropping in the chat right now, put it in your notes section. That way you can go back and refer to it later. So yeah. This video is maybe like 5-6 minutes long. It beautifully explains about the products and the business and how it all works. So that's why I like to use it.
Well, I mean, at least the opportunity video where she explains were like 5 or 6 minutes long, because when the Arbonne hunt, when she finally got me to look at the video where she explains the opportunity, I think her video was maybe 40 minutes long or something, and I was like, oh man, I can't watch. I'm not interested anyway. I was just trying to be nice to her because I wasn't aware of what was she actually doing. I wasn't really that aware of MLMs and how harmful they are. I was just trying to let her down nicely, but she wouldn't leave me alone. It's a waste of my time and effort, and I'm not a social person in general. I'm okay with like online interactions, but I'm really bad with real life interaction. Like, I'm really awkward. And again, the list of 100 people. They usually say if you think you ran out of names, just go into your Facebook friends list and just start writing down those names and reaching out to everyone on Facebook. I could never. Oh my god. But anyway, let's just finish the training.
I am big about, you heard what Greta said, right? Like, you can make great commissions just by getting customers. If that's all you wanted to do, you could totally do that. But where you are going to make residual is team building. And that's where asking people to join you in this business comes in, and gaining market partners. I focus a lot on market partners. My belief is if I approach them first as becoming one of my customers and they tell me no, then they're definitely not going to become my market partner. But if I approach them first about becoming a market partner with me and they tell me no, I could say, well, hey, would you just consider trying the products? And then I can convert them to VIP. And if I can get the products in their hands and I can get them loving the products, I know that later on I can be like, you love these products, how about you like see what you can do and make some money? So don't be afraid to talk to people.
All right, well, I think that's a very, very nice cherry on top to finish this training with, because she literally just said, well, yeah, you can sell products if you want, but most of the money comes from team building, which is recruitment, which is a pyramid scheme, literally the definition of a pyramid scheme. And she just said it, and she's a top Monat coach. What else do we need to say here? I mean, come on. And also, how spammy and annoying do they have to be? I feel like I talk with my hands way too much. I'm so sorry. That's another good thing though. And I've heard that, not a good thing, but it's a good manipulation tactic, I guess. I've heard that a lot of the times. It's like, they're not going to try to recruit you first. This is what Zaya Hans do as well. They're going to try to sell you a pair of leggings in Zaya or Monat. They're going to try to sell you some products first. And then if you like the products, then they're gonna try to recruit you to join their team. And this is just another manipulation tactic that they use. Whatever they do it solely for the purpose of recruiting you and get more money off of you and off of your efforts and your hard work of trying to succeed in this MLM. So, and just the fact that if someone says no to her, she's still gonna go on and be like, okay, but do you want to buy this? But then if they say no, she's gonna come back after a while. Are you sure you don't want to buy this? Or if they buy it but they don't want to join her, she's still gonna keep trying to get them to join her regardless. It's just so shameless. I really don't know. I could never. Anyways, that is all I had for you today. There's gonna be a lot more training like this coming along. I think I have another Monat training and then I have Arbonne training. I would love to get my hands on a nice Zaya training though, so if you have anything or any other really MLM trainings, if you have access to anything or if you have any good account that I should look into, just send it to me. I would advise that you send it to my email address, because I think I said this before, my Instagram DMs tend to get overflown with creepy men, unfortunately. So, well, not all of them are creepy, but it's the bad side of having like a fitness-ish Instagram page. Sometimes I try to look for normal messages from you guys or like MLM Hans, but usually I kind of autopilot delete everything, all the requests, so I might not see it if you send it on my Instagram. So I know it's easier on Instagram, but there's 100% chance that I'm gonna see it if you send it onto my email, and there's like a 50% of chance that I'm gonna see it if you send it on my Instagram. My email is gonna be down below. The link to my Instagram is gonna be down below. Just in general, if you're not following me on social media, you can check me out. If you liked the video, if you like my channel, please click that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out a lot. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.